Heading down to the rail trail again today. Resurfacing shouldn't span more than 1 day, so I'm going to assume it's open. And yes, my annoying creaky hinge is back. So there's the new trail surface. I put it on pretty thick, so it's soft and squishy right now, kind of like driving through sugar. It'll take a while to get packed down. There's a lot of traffic in through here, so it shouldn't take too long actually. So I can finally drive through here full speed again. I don't have to slow down for this bumpy area. It's nice. I just gotta lubricate that hinge so it stops squeaking. You've seen my big bad bird feeder at home. I get tired of fighting the squirrels. No matter what I did to try to keep them away from my feeders, they would destroy everything I had. I even had a metal bird feeder at once. Squirrel proof? Yeah, not squirrel proof. They chewed through the metal. Well, I get tired of fighting them. So what I do is, when I start buying bird seed for the winter, I buy a big bag of peanuts. And I give them to the squirrels. That keeps them happy, and it keeps them from destroying my feeder. In the springtime, once everything's finished, I usually have a bunch of peanuts left over, and what I do is I usually bring them down the trail here with me, and I toss them around for the chipmunks or the mice or whoever it is that stumbles upon them first. So if you notice me in the previous bit there, it looked like I was stopping several times. That's what I was doing, I was tossing peanuts. But I just showed me stopping and starting again. Actual activity was cut out just to make the video a little bit shorter and less boring. You may have noticed my high-speed trail run was a little bit smoother this time. I noticed the last 2 or 3 that I did were really jerky and couldn't figure out why. So when I did this one, in the settings there's a checkbox for smooth zoom, and I noticed it had been checked. I've never used this and I'm not sure how it got checked, but that seems to be what the problem is. With this type of video, the trees being so close by on both sides, the program's probably seeing it as the video being in a constant state of zoom, and I think it was getting confused. So uncheck that and all is good again. So here's something I haven't done for a while. With all my other activities, I just really haven't had the chance to do it. Been so long, Codey's replaced me already. It's okay, he needs the help. So I kind of like to give a bit of an explanation what I do here. When I help him, the extent of my actual help is if there's obstructions in the grass, like garden hoses or lawn ornaments or something, I move them out of the way for them. I'll pick up big sticks or pine cones or whatever are going to be a hindrance. Other than that, the only actual physical work that I do is holding the leaf blower, and it's not heavy at all. It's pretty balanced, so there's not a whole lot of strain on my wrist, and the vibrations aren't all that bad. That's really all I do. And the reason I'm pointing this out is because apparently there's a lot of people that think I'm a scammer because I drive a mobility scooter, but I can stand. So, I'm not sure why people think this, but because somebody drives a mobility scooter or even a wheelchair, a person has to be paralyzed. And if a person can stand, they have no right driving one of those or whatever. And the part that gets me is they say that it takes that scooter away from somebody who may actually need it. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. But anyways, I just want to point that out. This is really all I do. It's not super physical work to begin with, and like I've said in other videos, but it's sad that I have to keep explaining this, but when somebody sees one video, they're not seeing the explanation that I've talked about in other videos. So in order to really avoid the problem altogether, and to be honest, it probably wouldn't even solve the problem, but I would have to explain this in every single video that I'm actually not standing or sitting on the scooter. But there are times that I have more physical abilities, I guess you could say. It depends on what I've done during the day. It depends on how long I've been sitting on the scooter, because I can't sit for long periods of time. I have to get up and move, otherwise I get stiff. But I don't show how all this activity affects me, and it blows my mind that somebody can judge my physical ability based on what they see in a 2-minute snippet of my life, and I get so frustrated by it. And I try to be polite. For the most part, I'm able to do that. I want this channel to remain family friendly, so I keep my comments as friendly as possible. But in the back of my mind, I get so frustrated at people's ignorance. If you're going to think something along that line, I'm not even sure how to explain it. At least do some research on it and find out what scooters are for. They're transportation. In a lot of cases, even wheelchairs are just transportation. They're all assistive devices. They're not leg replacements. They assist people for a wide range of medical needs, I guess you could say. So just those who follow my videos all the time, you know what's going on. You know why I'm driving the scooter. And the Monster itself, I bought the Monster specifically to have fun with. I got my old scooter. It gets me around to different places I need to go that I can't walk to. I don't have a car. I can't afford to take a taxi everywhere I go. So the scooter gets me where I need to go. And If I'm having a bad day, then I'll drive the scooter into the store. Other days I'll park outside and walk in. I don't do the same thing every day because my needs are different every day. I don't want to get this into a big discussion, but I have to mention it, unfortunately. So, I don't know, I've already done videos explaining why it is I do what I do, but it gets monotonous when I have to keep repeating myself just for people to understand. And to be fair, before I was on a scooter, I didn't fully understand what they were, but I never accused anybody of scamming. So what gets me about that, if I'm scamming, why would I show this on YouTube for the whole entire world to see? It's a small town, everybody knows me here. I don't know who I would be scamming if I was, or even how, but people are going to think what they want to think, and that's fine, but don't be nasty with the comments. Ask me about it. I've had a couple people that brought this up, and when I explained what was going on, they apologized, and they understood what I was saying. But other people, just, if the first comment's fine, and for the most part I don't hear from that person again, unless they have another question or whatever, just to clarify. But if they come back again and just keep on, then automatically, in my mind, they're now a troll, and they're not worth any more of my time. And unfortunately, it comes down to that. But, okay, I'm sorry about the rant. I just kind of had to mention that. I just get tired of it, I guess you could say. Their cable, but it is tight. It is definitely tight. So it didn't come off in here like I was hoping. You got a rope? Watch the speaker. Watch the speaker. I got a rope, but I'm not sure if it's stretchy yet.